perfect. It's all about vision, pretty much, against Brood, making sure that you can see him and catch him. And now you have this
with the Arid target to safety. Same with Kuman with the Astral. This feels much better as a tri lane if Winstrike convinced Wind and Rain to stay here, right? It's annoying because you want levels and OD, but at the same time you have so much save like this.
But the issue is, like, they don't really do much per se. Like, what does the OD tiny CM lane do, right? Like, sure, you do this to, like, this is cute, but, like, other than this one toss, like, what are the 3 heroes doing? Like, you could do this with 2 heroes, right? So
also maybe a little bit greedy. They did get away with the first blood there because they went for the aggressive Astral. These tosses back though.
Yeah.
Wind and Rain keep playing this aggressive. This is good.
Yeah, it's this lane's all about the tiny toss.
Do you think they keep doing this until level 2 comes and then they go, okay, maybe not so much anymore because, you know, Nico will have the escape mechanism and Boogie
yeah,
can
there will be a
actually
point where
aggressive.
vacating this lane will be preferred. It really depends on how the Void does top.
So far, it's pretty even with Necro. It's not going too bad for Dahak. Meanwhile, mid lane, probably a little bit inflated from the Spiderlings, but Brood Mother not able to pressure Beastmaster too much yet. In fact, her babies are feeling the pain. I guess the other great thing is because you are the mid in this scenario, it's mangoes galore. You can bring out as many as you want.
And the Brood did start with like 5 mangoes, so that's the build as well. He's loving life.
Arrow through.
Oh no, we've missed like 3 arrows now. It's very unfortunate.
It's really hard because that route is such a short duration.
Oh,
0.4 seconds.
It's nowhere near as easy as like the Banes and Shadow Demons of the drafts.
Lil might want to back away soon because he's getting pretty low and he didn't regen to hang around. But that's the nature of Tiny, right? Like, you're so bulky. What's the point in bringing like a salve and multiple tangos? You eventually know you're going to die anyway.
He's going for that one last play with the Invis rune. Probably knows he'll probably trade his life if he does actually go here.
And the problem is they can't go on Nikwa because he has level 2 now, so he has access to those leaps. They want the tree, if anything.
Well, they see the tree.
They do indeed. They're getting in position. He doesn't know what's about to happen. He's going to find out, though. Under the tower you go. Doesn't even have a stout shield. They hit the arrow into Lil. Yol's getting low, but looks like Lil should be the one to go down. Avalanche comes out, and Yol gets invis in time. Tree not so slow when you give him the boots. He's coming back, though. He knows there's a ward around here is the problem. But maybe. Nope. Lil tried. Just gets the creeps instead.
They have died 3 times to this combo. I think they're going to slowly learn how to play against it.
Get levels.
Twice, sorry.
Get boots. It's usually the best way. Then you've got a question, when does Lil go elsewhere? Like, where can you go, actually, really? Like, even if you go up to the Necro, you got Ghost Shroud, right? So the tower's not really going to help you that much. Oh. I'm just trying to save Nofia's life.
I feel like now this is the point where you might want to just punish this Void. Like, this lane's fine, the Axe is just farming, like the CM has no regen. This tree can easily pick up a TP, like he can go place a deep ward, rotate top, and really punish this Void, the Void, sorry.
Yeah, because now, like, you think about the state of the lane for Winstrike. It was quirky, but what does it do now? You're kind of relying on Wind and Rain.
Look at where the lane is, so that's the thing. Like this only works when the lane is like in this area, right? Like when you're in like, this kind of portion of the map.
And they should be able to get it back fairly easy, right? Because you can toss the creep across. So maybe they do that now. I really think that's the best move they can make now. That's one good thing about Tiny support.
But that's the thing with the Miranda, he can always kill the big creep. So when if you do a hard camp pull, he kills the big creep. You're now just doing like a single pull, right? And the lane will then push. Oh, they've been baiting. Nice triple avalanche. Astral into one. Nikwa, he did get the kill, and Lil did not use the toss. He realized Runner is not the go target. This just feels really awkward to look at. A little bit. It's all about the how you start the lane and how you can move away. And Winstrike can't really move away. You don't have kill potential on a Brood Mother with a Beastmaster, and you don't have any kill potential on a Necro with a Void. So,
well, they get Mirana though.
Yeah, Winstrike are committed to this lane. They're only players in this lane.
Would have been worth it if it wasn't for the fact they had to give up Bounty Room to do that kill. It's like, maybe if you bring both supports top, you can make something happen with Necro, but even if you do that, the moment you do, I think they just kill OD, right? it's not a hard kill for them in this lane.
No, not at all. The tree Mirana is extremely strong if you actually do get the connection.
We mentioned how powerful Outward Devour can be. Usually it's this hero that relies a lot on getting that early XP though. Only level 4 and the arrow come through. Use the Astral aggressively though, and they'll toss him away, trying to keep Kuman up and alive. The Starstorm doing a lot of damage to Battle Hunger. Be close, but he will stay alive. They'll move away. If we're getting pretty low, Nico, I thought about going deeper. Lil, still here. Toss the Nico under the tower. Got one leap to get out. Got one left. No fear. Gets baited into his own death though. Does get the kill. But oh no, no, he didn't get the kill there. He didn't get the Battle Hunger off him. They might still get axed though. They got another toss ready.
Another
Come
toss.
back to Papa. I'm not sure if that's the move though. Kuman was not prepared for that. Lil, he makes sure he's the true victor here, or is he? Boogie should be able to get away. The Living Arm will heal him up as well. DM's coming right now. No fear. Does get the slow out with the Crystal Nova.
Doesn't have any mana, and there's no mangoes or anything on either of them.
Yeah, and the Battle Hunger. Nice low ball throw. Let me just bat that one out of the park.
I'm sitting there just sipping on my tea, like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Everyone's stinking it.
Tea reveals.
Nah, I joke. All these toss stats have been really good. Lil played this lane really well up until that last toss. So, in fairness, he was actually doing a good job.
Almost definitely. It's like, you know how most sportsmen are, it's like, I'll dive for the core here. Lil's like, no, I'm worth a decent amount right now, or I feel like I am. And Kuman, oh good lord. Getting him pretty low.
They can just set up another toss.
They got Chrono. They've got the Chrono. They don't want to use it for a measly Mirana though.
But they do.
But he's here. He says, okay, I've rotated. We need someone. Nefrit follows down as well. He has the sight. So they have to keep Kuman back. He's salving up right now. But this is awkward. What does Nefrit do here? He can even die because the Kulich is rotating around. With the DD, the Primal Roar comes out. He's going to turn around, look for the bigger kill into Nefrit, who still has that sight. This just got a little bit awkward. It's looked good to start with from the Beastmaster, but now, what do you do? I mean, he did want to Primal Roar the tree, but I think it's just worth it for the kill. Like, with this rotation, you've done nothing. The only good news is, but then they kind of, you know, they're like, we're invested this far. We just keep going, right?
Yeah, it's all about, like, how... If you can force more rotations with less heroes, then you're naturally going to be winning the game in Dota. So, like, Void, for example, the Chrono, hold on, top, tree dying.
They rotate it up. Boogie gets the warning, though, moves away. Do trees have souls, though? That's the real question.
Whatever, it's a tree.
There's plenty more of them on the map.
Yeah, we could artificially do what they're doing nowadays, I'm sure.
Clone trees. Nice.
No, but yeah, my point being, like, the Void can easily force up multiple rotations just by using Chrono. So, just utilizing that might allow them to make more space on the map.
The hack. Mistakes may have been made here. He knows how this story ends.
Did you know that you could juke here, by the way? See here?
Oh, yeah, you can go in there, right?
Go in here.
Yeah, yeah.
He might have survived.
The other popular one, but everyone knows it now, is over the side stool, right?
Oh, yeah, this is
everyone knows that one.
Common practice here, please. But this one, this is the spicy one of the century.
Yeah, it's just like, he doesn't even look like it. You look right now, you're like, there's nothing there. Yeah,
there's nothing there. I do love, honestly, this, like, top tree line, actually. Juking in this, like, area up here is so much fun. When you're a 5 with a Quelling Blade, you just keep going. One tree and you're like, hey, ducking and diving, living life.
Full access, let's go.
Oh, he's
oh, I wouldn't think who's gonna do this, because like arguably your Void wants to do it, right? And it feels greedy going double Midas in this current meta, especially against these type of heroes.
Depends on the Void, because the Void went for a double Wraith Band, and he was playing in the offlane, so he might not opt for the full Midas build. He might just go for a double Wraith Band Treads Maelstrom build, and then scale a little bit slower, but allow for his OD to be a bit greedier.
That's true. And when you like converge on fights, the Beastmaster aura is going to give you that attack speed that you're missing from the Midas build up anyway. That's not too bad.
And over here, Radiant's top.
Yeah, I like the way that Winstrike's currently moving. Moving is like allowing their 2 greedier cores to farm and potentially trying to go for these pickoffs as 3.
Primal Roar. They found the gold. You know it's a lot of gold when your PC almost crashes. And Hannah trying to get away. Toss across. Lil ensures he gets the kill.
Okay, that was a really good move.
Oh, meanwhile.
The hack, no.
Oh, no, he gets caught out with the Moonlight Shadow. And he had the info. He had the sentry down. He got hit by the arrow, though. Now, Kuman.
I can already... oh, let's see if Kuman
They could kill him here.
Nah,
his ping's coming out. DP in.
You already know the communication, by the way. When they killed this Broodmother, they're like, guys, we got the Broodmother.
They got him. The brood mother, they might get more here.
No, hold up.
This is a bit. Wait, this is greedy, guys. This is really greedy.
They learn.
That middle tower full?
It's like maybe if there's no living armor. But now Nefrit goes mid. Nope, Akulich gets the tower and he'll move away. Nefrit feels like he's wasted his time a bit.
As long as Winstrike don't make too many like unnecessary moves and waste TPs, they're perfectly fine in this game, just farming up.
Yo, he may pay for his greed. He took away the big creep from the CM, but now he's going to be the big creep. Toss in. Everything you need to know with the frostbite coming out. Cut down all the trees. They have got the axes though, and Yo can't leave.
Sure.
To Radiant.
He's leaving now.
He understands that he gets out just in time. And
there is a haze though. Get invis in a few seconds. Mirana should be able to help him buy enough time. Akulich just like, where's my team? Lil's like, dude, we don't have paces on everyone. But all right, that's one way to minimize the effect of the arrow. Just toss you to the start of it.
Round two of
this is. Where's the Benny Hills theme tune right now? Because I feel like we need one.
There's so much time wasted by the tree.
He has got the chrono. And there it is to make sure that Nefrit can't get any assistance here. Primal comes out. Everything but the kitchen sink into the Necro. Tara gets sidestepped. He's gone. They even dropped down the Eclipse to ensure the kill. Astral was out. Onto a second. Boogie gonna be rooted up as well. And Win and Rain. In for a penny, in for a pound. They just refuse to leave.
Yeah, that was... They just threw so much of the Necro there. And then Boogie was like, I'm gonna run in and maybe say, I'm sorry, mate.
My favorite part was Hannah. Like, you saw Hannah all the time. The Broodmother's like, maybe we can go now. No. Maybe we can go now. No. Maybe. I should have just farmed this whole time. Yeah,
just look at the Brood's build. He's got Midas Medallion. All he needs to do is hit creeps, get his Axe, and play for the timing. The timing of Wind and Rain is Axe having a blink, maybe even the Blade Mail, but the Blade Mail just comes after the good kills, so blink. And then Necro having just a little bit of farm and playing with the Brood. They don't need to be super creative. They don't need to like go for these over-the-top plays. They just needed to play the lane, maybe get some kills in laning phase, and then farm up until that big timing. Like right now, Winstrike's able to just push out lanes, hit creeps, and they're getting the rotations. So it's kind of worrying for Wind and Rain that Winstrike are able to actually get these kills so early on.
Especially with the way that they're kind of staggering their own timings by doing it, right? Because of that kind of slip up in the mid, you can already see it that Necrophos almost has the blink, but Axe is still far away. Nice arrow and a Beastmaster, but the Avalanche covers Moonlight Shadow because they want to back away. No chrono.
I just like the videos of them when they put the glasses on.
Oh, yeah. Not the 3D glasses. We're not like Doctor Who levels of whatever that is.
Engagement in the bot lane.
Arrow. Nefrit. Listen to him sing. Oh, he can get the arrow out, but not the... that chrono. He's lucky that that didn't end with a scythe. Now the hack. Pretty deep. Fighting up against Boogie with the time dilation there. Boogie can't even run away. He's being toyed with. Niqua wants to help, but what do you do? Lil decides not to toss the scary Axeman into his low HP heroes. I'm proud of him for this. The problem is Lil, he's going to die for this.
Oh, this smoke it. Yeah.
Oh, you cheeky bugger. Gets away.
Man's playing his own game right now.
I'll do every... You know, this is the Optimus Prime scene. Nefrit is going towards the Radiance next, by the way. So, you know, you have to be aware of this. And how easily these kind of shoot... Wait, no, Yashin and Diffusal. All right. You're still pretty squish. I mean, he didn't even take the 12 strength talent, which was kind of the surprising part.
Man wants to hit people.
Smash hard.
This Wind and Rain lineup is going to soon be getting very scary. They're slowly building towards their timings. This Brood is getting pretty scary. They got control of the top triangle, an area that OD naturally wants to be farming because he can farm the Ancients really quickly. That's what makes OD pretty strong.
And still, at this point in the game, Winstrike haven't taken all the tier 1. I mean, he could in the bot lane now. Maybe he can get his hands on it, but it feels like there's a lot more pressure coming out from the Wind and Rain lineup, and most of it is not even because of the Brood Mother in terms of tower pressure. Oh, jump in. Cool. Perfectly timed with the TP in. Nice astral save. Jumping in to hack. Does have the Chrono. He's going to hold on to it. Moonlight Shadow trying to get away, but there's the Chrono on the Boogie and on an Nefrit as well. They move across. They've even danced their half with the Freezer Field. The Primal Roar to secure the kill, and they'll chase for more. They do see Yol. They ping him out. Time dilation as well. Trying to move away. He's been here before. This time he won't get out. The bash is there to ensure it.
Yeah,
a good move.
That's just a demonstration of when we have our big ults, we don't really care about your position.
Anything.
Control of an area. Yeah, we just gonna use them together.
They go for more. Hannah, maybe in a bit of trouble. He's getting astraled up. The Avalanche fell off as well. They need to get close enough to the toss. Oh, almost. Toss in. One more hit should do it. And Kingman gets the kill. Lil
that was
just
also
continue to spam the W button.
That was a showing of the Hawk as well, because you could see how much of a control that Wind and Rain had in this high ground area, but they just send out the Hawk, they get the Chrono, and they're not scared at all. It's Necro is only tanky when he gets to get a couple kills, use a Shroud, activate Hood. When he's Chronoed, surprisingly, I don't know if you knew this, he can't do anything. It's pretty interesting.
I don't know, Chrono sounds pretty OP to me, you know?
Yeah.
Can't do anything?
Nothing.
Boogie can't do anything. He just missed the call of the man walking right by him. Whoops. A glitch. What was that TP? He's cancelled it now. Oh, Clips gets dropped. Necro. Well, explain this one to me, because he wasn't Chrono, but he didn't do anything. And the trees get sniped out as well. Kulich is like, nah, not just spiders, not just trees anymore. I want the tree daddy himself.
Yeah, the fear of Winstrike's draft not being able to get online, it's not even an issue now, especially the build that Void went, and they're just not even going Midas is the key thing here, and the fact that OD's already got the Midas and way on the way to BKB. Yeah, this game's gone past the point in which Wind and Rain has like that kind of free power spike, which is just draft based. Now it's going to be purely based on positioning, warding, and how they actually approach their engagements.
It's also the way that Winstrike's identified their power spikes, right? Like, this is classic CIS Dota style, where it's like, we're going to keep running it to you before you can even reorganize into a fight, right? Like, you saw it time and time again. We got one killed. Don't stop. Flip another. Make sure that they can't regroup and do something about this.
Yeah, for sure.
But they'll calm down now. They're like, okay, they've had enough time to regroup. We know we've kind of alleviated the concern that they were accelerating too fast.
This Void keeps like, he tabs in Diffusal, then buys the Yasha. He tabs in Diffusal, buys the recipe for Manta. He tabs in the, you know, he's just teasing. He's like, maybe I should buy this. Nah. Like, I feel like if he buys the Diffusal, it's going to be pretty. Post Manta, it's fine. Pre Manta, it's like.
Dire's top tower.
Okay, he's going to bait us again. After he does this Manta, it'll be Radiance. The most absurd thing we could see happening.
I see.
Structures are fortified.
He's messing with them. And it's the only explanation I've got for you right now, Robson. He knows what he's doing to us. Push continue. Akulich once again showing the power of Beastmaster with his Hawks.
Dire's
He's so damn strong.
some radiant-shaped problems.
Kind of feels like no matter what you do, Beastmaster will always have relevance through one of his spells at least.
It's simply because Dota is a vision-based game, so when your hero can provide vision, naturally making him a good hero. That's why Night Stalker's good, Morana's technically good, because obviously, you know, Invis still plays into the same category of vision, so yeah.
Yeah, and the Arrow as well is very good.
Arrow, yeah. Technically.
It's great when people flame you in your games, you just say Scouting Arrow.
I see, that's what you... very
smart. You know.
One step ahead. But it was
already knew what they were going to say.
That we'd already taken.
Here comes the nice attack speed into effect for Dahak. Perma bash the Roach if he doesn't get perma bashed himself. And they'll clean up pretty fast. I wonder if it's like... So it's kind of this scenario. So when they were just two in the pit, do you think it was better value for him to use the Solar Crest on the Void rather than
No,
Roach?
always on Roshan.
Okay. I've heard like
Always
some players try and argue this because like especially with Void because it's the time lock damage, right?
No. You want to reduce the armor of the Roshan.
That's fair.
Because 4 people hitting Roshan has greater damage than...
Oh no, I meant when there's like 2 of them in there. So when it's just the Beastmaster and the Void.
You still put it on the Roshan because 2 is still better than 1.
This is true. Attack speed
also,
is 10, though.
If you look at like how armor works with like percentage damage, the first like 10 armor of a hero like yields like the greatest like net raise in like damage reduction. So taking away, like if you break down below the 10 armor threshold, then it's insane value. It's why teams like sometimes you used to see like Puppy Bite bucklers, and like obviously Bassies are very strong, and like in the old days you had Aquillas and stuff. They're only playing to get across that 10 armor threshold.
Speaking of bucklers, Nico does have one for himself, and he has got the mech completed now. Problem is, when do you get to use it? Like, does it feel that way when you get to use the Guardian Greaves to like clutch save someone in these team fights, right? Like, it's good for getting rid of the root on you, but it feels like his teammates get blown up way too fast right now.
it's more of it's it's an item that Mirana likes to buy, and I think you can never go wrong having the greaves, just having that aura, the armor, and the hill. It just works. Especially also you got the Necro on your team, so
that's true. It definitely feels like the most solid build possible. Oh no, they see everything. The Hawk never lies.
Oh, the correct. Oh, okay.
Never lies.
What's that?
Gonna force him a bit. It's like you have to invest more, boys. They still get the kill though. Meanwhile, top. They could try and make a move on Kuman here. The problem is they're CPing already.
He has an Aegis and a BKB. If they make any move here, they're gonna just get turned around and slain. I was thinking during that entire play, Winstrike could have made a really smart play with the Tiny and Beastmaster. They could have just sent a Hawk. Actually, hold on, they're not dying. Nice. They send a Hawk to this area of the map at the start of laning phase, and then you just toss the target in.
Oh.
And then obviously they can't get out, right?
Yeah.
But you don't obviously do it to the tree because you can just free path. If you toss like obviously the axe or the Mirana. Obviously, Mirana pre-level 2 and axe before he buys Quelling Blade, then you're good to go.
No, I like the way your mind thinks. Right now, you're like, how can... Like, it's an efficient play, but more importantly, you're ruining someone's game.
But it costs no resources, because, like, the Beastmaster doesn't have to be there. It just sends the Hawk.
No, I get you. What I'm saying is, like,
and he was mid anyway, so he was close to it. He was in flying range.
No, I get it. What I'm saying is, like, it's an efficient play, but what I like is you've identified the play that also, will screw them, annoy them, and make you feel really good. Like hitting an arrow like that.
Yeah, I'm saying, like hitting an arrow. Nice.
It doesn't do anything, but you feel good about it. And then you feel really bad as you watch your tower die.
Yeah, Winstrike are kind of in an awkward spot right now. Mainly because, like, the whole lineup...
Well, he BKB'd, and it says, okay, that's good enough. Let's leave.
Fine.
That's a 10-second. This does mean they could potentially go high ground straight off this tower, though, because now you don't have that BKB. And instead, Astral forward. They see the Mirana. It's the hack. He won't try. He doesn't want to chrono this again.
Yeah, when the Rain do struggle to start team fights, the Axe isn't having a strong showing like he has in previous games. And Winstrike, their play is very easy, right?
Oh, they're going to actually try for a kill now, though. Coolidge. Go this side. Rainbow TP's incoming.
Oh, they got the gem.
No, they need to get this right now. They're going to move in. Spirit Rush is going to be on the boogie. Toss forward as well. Then keep vision. There's a sentry here, but they don't have the range for Astral. Yes, he might get away with the gem. Yep. He makes it out. The hack. He couldn't get in quick enough. Because, of course, Beastmaster did TP first.
Okay, that was good. Like I was literally about to say, it's like the only way Winstrike can start a fight is by the Axe getting the call. Other than that, they have no real initiate. Of course, they've got the tree giving out vision and maybe getting an overgrowth off, but it's kind of too late in the game where you've already got the Manta and the BKB anyway. So yeah, it's an awkward spot for Winstrike where they can only play off pickoffs now, and pure 5-on-5 team fight. I'm expecting Winstrike to be able to take these.
The hack. Well, they're going to take a fight right now. Winstrike didn't want it. They were in the area, but now it's a mistake that they reveal that they're even here. Nikwa will move up and away. Has one leap left. Aegis has been reclaimed, but Kuman doesn't give a damn. Needs to be careful of the Axe. The Overgrowth is ready to go, but not going to be used. The hack moves in. The defuse on the boogie, forcing out the call. Buy back from the Brood Mother on the side. Chris Main goes down with the Overgrowth there. She's lasting quite a while. Will finally fall. Try to get the Devil on the way out. Now the Silence Eclipse. Drop down, but doesn't matter. Astral to try and save the Void. Will keep him alive for the moment. Then Kuman needs to back away. Has the BKB. Toss away. Oh, the save. Not good enough. Boogie. Pre-reads. Sees it coming. Shouts out loud. And does his team proud.
Yeah, the way that Winstrike are playing right now, it's like the only way that they can actually play this game is Axe cool, gets kill, reset, go. So as long as like this Brood Mother can not get picked off, they have a good shot to maybe continue.
Overgrowth. Astral's going to stop the Axe from joining in. BKB from Kuman. He's ready to fight. And oh my god, yo, 3 hits will do it. 4 hits indeed. Cromwell was thrown out though. Because Boogie needs the BKB. They need to get out of it. Hannah is chasing through right now. As he said, does have the DED, holding on to the BKB. But he won't use it. However, Boogie, he could go right now. He just needs a bit of vision. They decide against it. All in all, not too bad. They get the pick off. They don't really get punished for it. It buys more time for the Void to get up. And this is important because this could be a very fast roast spawn time. Find out in 5 seconds.
5 whole seconds.
Too much. 20 seconds. Void will be up. And that DD has ran out now as well. So they have to be careful. Maybe back up a little bit. Respect that Winstrike can jump you. As you said before, the Chrono can delete anyone.
Oh,
Lil,
there's another toss.
Getting Nefra closer to Kuman. The jump over the call's going to be there. Now it's down to half HP. Nefra, he could turn around for the opportunity if he hadn't already used that side. Void up in 5 seconds. Astral, Kuman protects himself. Eclipse. Okay. Zoning Eclipse. Zoning Eclipse.
Okay, there's going to be like a 2-minute, 10-second window in which Necro has ult, Wind and Rain are ranked as strong, and Odie does not have ult. If they can bait out the Chrono on a more, maybe like a hero that has potentially buyback, they can really make some moves on this map.
So basically, you want Boogie to die. Probably Boogie.
Ideally not, because he's like the only guy that's doing work. I'd say maybe Miranda can die, or Tree can die.
But to get that Chrono out, you're just going to need Beep too, right? Like, they're not going to throw out a Chrono for Miranda.
My picture is like...
Oh, Boogie! He said he was big, and he's proven it. The sun comes out, Kuman's gone! Beastmaster still help. He does have the Primal Roar. Can throw it out whenever he chooses. On the Nefra he goes, but now the Brute Spider's coming in. The Chrono's going to go down. The Brute can't do anything. Nefra should die pretty quick. Nico moves in, snatches the kill in the CF. And Lil is being left behind. The call from Boogie off the mark as they do get away just in time. Akulich was able to blink out. Lil finds some time as he will finally go down. And Akulich, Akulich? I'm not sure what that was. He just stood still and watched them for a second and now died for it.
Nice. All right. Wind and Rain identifying their power spike. Let's go.
Doing to these heroes, it's actually just deleting their health bar. So maybe having Beastmaster there at the start with the axes just deleting those spiders does negate a lot of potential damage from Wind and Rain at this stage.
And the Axe just completed his Aghanims as well, getting the damage reduction if he gets it off when they like the Void doesn't have Mantle or hasn't got a BKB up. He might mitigate quite a lot of damage from these Chronos.
They've gone deep. You don't expect it, see, but that's a big pick on the Nefra. Now Overgrowth, Boogie moving in, gets the call on in the Kuman alone. But now the Battle Hunger coming out there. It's going to be Freeze Field in the back line. Kuman needs to back away from Zone Big, and he drops the Sands Clips. Almost kills off 2, but just short on the in. He didn't do the math, and now he gets the deaths. No fear, he'll be left behind. As is your duty, Lil moves in with the Avalanche toss, still can't kill anyone. They're feeding one by one now. Hey, it's a good move to begin with, but everything following up just seems to be greedy. Shrine used, Trick refuses to die, Lil gets hit by the arrow and he'll join his teammates, his comrades in the ground.
It's the classic
he wanted to stop the Void from coming back, right?
That's why.
Yep. But even like
walking through the forest.
Yeah, was he there to like, do you think maybe just try and stop the Void from coming back?
Maybe
I imagine that's the only thing.
Trying to cancel TP, didn't realize he had a gem. That's like the only logical reason. Or it's more like a coincidence, like, oh, there's a tree here.
Oh, nice. Hex, Lil. He's tanky. Fights hurt a little bit. Avalanche will get rid of those spiders though. The BKB's been used by Hannah, and Lil is wasting so much time. The call comes out, the Primal Roar is there. Hannah can't do anything. Now the Chrono, beautifully done. They can switch targets inside. Boogie is the bigger deal right now, especially with that Battle Hunger being so pesky. The Astral will set up the second kill, and when Brute comes out, death is what awaits. Garrett through. We'll stun them up. We won't have enough Astral available, but they would have anyway. They need to just bash straight away, and they do. And Hannah, nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. You just get to die twice. 125 seconds dead, because remember, he hasn't died since that buyback. And even still, it's coming up cooldown, but he doesn't have the gold.
This was extremely sloppy by Wind and Rain. They're just trying to go as a pick off as 2. Like, you're jumping a tiny anyway. Naturally has a lot of armor, obviously from his ultimate. Like, you're not going to be able to suddenly blow this guy up. You're close to a shrine, close to tier 2. They're going to easily be able to get low cooldown TPs on both of them. Like, why do we need to be in this position at this point? It's, yeah, it was a weird play.
And there's going to be a high price for this. You know, this type of lineup could take Rasts in this time. Moving in right now.
That's the situation with both teams. If either team gets a pick up close to the other side of the base, enemy base, they can actually do some structural damage.
Jump in, dust out, and they found y'all. Well, the first hex we saw use this game was from Wind and Rain, but Kuman hammering down with the crucial ones here. Now, 36 in. With the Saints Eclipse available, you have to be careful with how you initiate. Boogie is respawning.
No Brute for 60, no Tree for 40. I don't see a way that they can properly defend this without a really good call from the Axe.
And Winstrike don't really have a lineup that have to stack. You maybe get 2 heroes maximum. Oh, Boogie. Lil, he's been pressing W all game. This time he won't find anything with it. But now, because that blink was used defensively, they get this small window of opportunity to just club away at the tower without any threat to them. Battle Hunger, Boogie feeling speedy. Anta. The hack says no. Maximize hitting buildings time. I'm not going to walk away from arrows for a second, and it's going to be a second lane. And you can't even catch them on the exit because you still don't have a brood for 20 seconds.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they made this top play with one without a brood buyback, thinking
very, very bulk. But they're doing it again. They're like just dangled a hack. Like, there's no very easy way for them to kill because, and we mentioned in the draft, this astral save is always there. To be honest,
your buyback situation. Okay, Necro doesn't have buyback. This smoke is very risky.
Beastmaster isn't here though, and they should have seen that because they had a ward in the mid lane.
They're trying to do the big rat. Oh, Beastmaster might
Beast is coming in
first.
Yeah, he's going to reveal it. They try and jump in. The call misses the mark though. Kuman, he had the information. BKB, side fuse, but not for anything. And the Crone on the side. Tank slips down. Boogie, he knows it's all over him, but it's over the rest. Nefra trying to move away quick enough. Freakzafil's going to be there. Yolu trying to get away quick enough to be able to do so. Nefra, BKB's going to run out soon. Call comes out. On the face of Void, but the backers are hurting. And Lil doing his work with the axe, scaring them all off. Nefra gets split from his team. No sight to protect you or make fearful to the enemy team. As they obliterate him. No fear. They're getting greedy. It's a CM. It's not worth it because what are you going to lose in return? Axe goes down. Buyback comes out from the CM. Looking to get involved. Hannah is able to run for the high heels. Does anyone else get left behind? Yo will blink away to safety. It looks like everyone else is out.
They have creeps to rotate this tier 2. Yeah, Wind and Rain did pretty well at like just kind of sustaining and kind of taking that fight, I guess, over a long period of time. The only issue was, I think, was mainly Winstrike was they used the OD ult and didn't really kind of blow up the axe. It was more of a, their spells were a little bit lackluster, but again, it didn't really matter. They got the Necro kill. It was the only kill they needed to potentially close out this game.
They'll move in. They'll realize quite quickly, and Necro doesn't have that buyback. It's only a 40-second window, but this stage in the game, that can be a lane. Living armor and the glyph forces them back. Hex went down to the CM. He did buy back, but Hannah can't reach. Arrow. They're just buying time now, and it looks like they've done enough. As you will see Winstrike back away. They need to claim this shrine and then head straight for the pit.
Yes, this is the very smart play. Get the shrine, go Roshan. There's a DD outside of Roshan as well. The game wants Winstrike to win right now. Oh,
the spider! Little Timmy the Spider Eye, MVP of the game. May just keep winning rain in this.
I don't think it, in the grand scheme of it, it does not matter. They're still going to take this Roshan in like 2 seconds. But it could have taken 1 second.
Timmy the Spider Eye, MVP of the game.
Oh, I see.
Let's see if it actually, let's do the important thing. Let's check any items that are about to be bought because of that extra 20 seconds you bought. Oh, they could get a Dagon 5. There you go. That'll,
delightful.
That'll do a thing.
The Brood has buyback, but no AC.
There it is. Aegis, cheese, and refresher shard. And now, you know, Hannah said, got enough the AC, wants to keep buyback as well.
Utilizing the Hawk, getting the smoke around. So they go for a
this
quick
is wide.
pick-off and whoever they see.
And they see the big one, Nefra. They needed him to open up for them. No, the Astro as well. Boogie, he can't even get the call off. They're looking for a kill to Void. Getting him pretty low, but he has this panic. He needs to hit someone quickly. Chrono's going to come out, stops the CM, but the BK moves actually behind us, so they don't care. And there's the refresher. Throwing out the primal roar. Trying to do enough here with the overgrowth. Then Tankslips goes down, finds one. The buybacks are coming out. Boogie trying to do enough work with the call. Will get the kill on the CM, but won't find more. They need to back away. The problem is Kuman is out of control. And he's got the refresher shard. He's ready to go again. He has the BKB available in 5 seconds, and they'll chase the war. Axe, you're not meant to be outside your base right now. The GG comes out. They know it's over. Winstrike.